Are you a federal employee who's worried generally? Then you also sometimes might be worried that the agency is going to falsely try to say you have performance issues. Well, you know what helps with fear? Knowledge. So let's break it down. Generally, even if you're not right now at risk of a performance improvement plan, understanding how the process works could help make you feel more informed and control of your federal career. So generally, if the agency says your performance is good enough, what they're going to do is consider a performance action. And to do that, they would consider putting you on a performance improvement plan, or in some cases, removing you through a separate process, but many times you get a performance improvement plan. So in that situation, let's talk about what you could do. I'm an attorney who helps federal employees fight back against unfair discipline and performance removals every single day. I've seen agencies rush employees into PIPs unfairly, manipulate performance standards, and push people out without the proper procedures. And here's the truth: most employees don't realize what's happening until it's too late. Besides reduction in forces, there are two main ways agencies can remove federal career employees with civil service protections. One is Chapter 43, performance-based removals, and then there is Chapter 75, misconduct or discipline removals. If they're coming after you for performance, they usually have to put you on a PIP first, and that's where you have your first chance to fight back. Now, there are some exceptions, but if you get put on a PIP, listen to this. First thing, if you're put on a PIP, the agency is essentially saying you're failing. But here's the truth: PIPs are often used to push employees out, not to help them improve. You need to take it seriously and read the PIP closely multiple times, study it, thinking, are they trying to set me up for failure? Also document everything, every assignment, deadline, and piece of feedback. If expectations change midway, that's a violation. Keep track of your supervisor's exact instructions. Are they setting you up to fail? They're required to give you a fair chance to improve with clear and achievable expectations. If they don't, that's where you have your best chance to challenge the process. Second step, watch for mistakes and legal violation of the process. Agencies make mistakes all the time. If they rush the process, don't provide proper documentation, or move goalposts, you can challenge the removal. To legally remove you under Chapter 43, you need to be given a fair opportunity to improve. The expectations need to be clear and realistic, and you need to actually have failed to meet the performance standard. So at this time, if you get put on it, you need to be all hands on deck, be a great performer, focus on this, take care of yourself. You want to do your best. Step 3, if they fire you, know your appeal rights. If you're a tenured federal employee, you can often challenge a performance-based removal at the Merit Systems Protection Board. And while the agency doesn't have to prove just cause at the higher Chapter 75 standard, they do have to prove they follow the rules. If they don't, you could get your job back. Right. Step 4, performance ratings can be manipulated, so watch for red flags. If you've been getting fully successful ratings for years and suddenly, without any major change in your work, you're rated as unacceptable, that should be a red flag to you. Some agencies weaponize performance ratings to push people out. If you see this happening, document everything, past performance reviews, emails, assignments, so you can show a pattern. I've helped federal employees fight back and win when agencies try to push them out with bogus performance claims. I've seen removals sustained, overturned, settlements reached, careers saved, but only when employees took action early. So if you get a PIP, read it carefully, engage in some self-care, get your performance up as high as possible, but carefully review that PIP. And I think in many cases, especially if you have a longer career and you've been there for decades, for instance, you should almost always contact an attorney just to double check and give you advice on how to proceed with that. Shorter careers, I think it's a little bit on your own, but when you get a PIP, breathe. You're going to have an emotional response. So you read it, come back, look at it again, and take it seriously, read it closely, focus on self-care and mindfulness. You do have a lot of protections, but you do need to do your best to meet performance expectations as well. So that's just my general thought on this. I hope you found this helpful. If so, please share it so other federal employees can learn about this. I think just knowing about this, I want to get this information out there to help provide more power to federal employees during this challenging time. Hope you found this helpful and our content helpful. Thank you everybody for your support, and I hope you have a good day.